Hello and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. I have the beautiful Miss Stella here today. She's flicking her tails because she's just had an encounter with the dogs, so she's not very impressed, but she's here and happy now, aren't you? So this is a reading for April the 24th, 2021. We are getting closer. We're probably in the 3 days before the full moon is when we start really feeling that influence. And we did get a little bit of it yesterday. I mean, not yesterday, but the day before. So we will see. It was just very, very subtle, but we'll see what's coming in. It is an incredibly powerful full moon. There's also a lot of interesting things going on planetary-wise. We have the Page of Swords has come out. I'm going to put the cards up here for the moment. So what else is coming through? Might be the day to need to get more information. The Fool card. The Three of Swords. Yeah. Okay. The Magician. And the Hermit energy. And at the base we have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So, today is one of those days. It's one of those potentially tricky days, shall I say. And they do come up occasionally where it might be a day where with that Three of Swords right in the center, there could be some relationship conflicts or some misunderstandings or just wanting to be on your own. There's a lot of energy of solitary energy here with the Hermit, the Fool, the Nine of Pentacles. That's all of wanting to be on your own. And it is with the Magician as well, number one. So the Page of Swords is very much, needing to learn more, needing to find out more about a situation that has perhaps hurt you or a conflict that has come in or a wound, something that is kind of that could have occurred or even could occur on this day because it could be, you're having a little bit of a conflict with somebody. So it's not necessarily the news that we definitely want to see, but there is always a bigger and better and higher meaning to everything. And with that Fool energy there, it is very much, if we're looking at it from a bigger perspective, the Fool is about stepping into the new. And we have had that energy has been coming in. We've been working on that the whole week. It is this sense of now, and again, it's this Taurian energy, one step at a time. We go from zero, the starting point of the Fool. And then there's, what is it between you and the next steps, moving into the Magician, which is number one, the next card in the major arcana. What stands between you is that Three of Swords. And it is like, what is it that has caused you pain or has been a wound in the past that is perhaps, something that needs to be, it's coming up. The Three of Swords always comes up to expose itself to the elements to be cleared. It's coming up to be cleared. It's something that perhaps you're carrying around with you that is just, it could be a little niggle. It could be, look at Stella with the tail flick, hey? Still Cranky Socks. Still Miss Cranky Socks is here. So it could be anything, but it's just like that. This Taurian energy, like I said, it's kind of interesting because the opposite, what they're showing me is it's like the investigator and it's like going, oh, there's a stone over there we haven't looked under and what's under there? The Three of Swords. Oh, okay, we're not moving forward to the next stage until we look at that, until we see what that is, and because, the opposite sign of Taurus is Scorpio. And Scorpio is the detective. It is the energy of going in and seeing things beneath the surface. And that's exactly, they're kind of working together because we are moving to the Scorpio full moon. And this is where, whenever the polar signs, the opposite signs come together and work in force together, you can either feel that as a conflict or you can go with that energy and take what's good about both of them. Taurus, the body, the concrete reality of the world that you're living in, and Scorpio is things outside of that, the deeper realms, the emotions, the unseen. And so letting those things work together, it can be spirit, your intuition versus what you know on a physical level, what you can see and sense. And so it's I feel like those energies are working so closely together. And that's why we start with the Page of Swords. It's basically saying have an open mind. There's more information coming. There's more information to be gleaned and garnered and gathered from this, around this, a greater understanding to be understood. There's more to learn. There's more about this that the universe is saying wants you to know about this. So it's actually really powerful. It has this huge transformative energy as soon as you turn that rock over and see what's actually underneath it. And yes, that it is that Three of Swords. It's like now there is this amazing opportunity to transform that. And I have to actually, what is on the other side? The Magician and the Hermit, because Stella's in my way. But we have the Nine of Pentacles as well. So this is all about your independence, you as an independent person, and finding that stability within yourself, because it's that Taurian stability that we're working on. So getting that inner confidence that the Magician brings in, getting the confidence to go, okay, I do have everything that I need. I do have everything and I can now move forward, rather than feeling like perhaps there was something that wasn't up to par. There was an element missing, or there was a fear or a doubt or whatever it is. We had like, say, 75% of everything, and that last 25%, or it could be 10%, whatever it is, whatever percentage you want to give to it. It just felt like something was like attached to that Three of Swords energy and needs to kind of be looked at and transformed in order to really fully embrace this and step into this. And like I said, that's what you're really stepping into. And with that Hermit energy, again, it's going very inwards. It's going very deep within and seeing what you're made of, really shining a light in that darkness and seeing what's there. And that is really, again, it's this sense of seeing things really clearly on a very deep internal space. And I am getting it very connected to that Scorpio full moon, even though the Hermit card is very much a Virgo energy and it is an earth energy like the Taurian. He's kind of like, if I'm going into that deep space, I'm bringing my sister sign with me that can go through and be a little bit more pragmatic about this, go, what can I see? What is it that I can see in there? So it's kind of like holding your sister's hand and going, okay, we're going into that space. And that's kind of what we're getting with this Scorpio full moon. The energy that is coming and building is that Taurus energy is bringing a lot of support in order to go into this deep transformational space and to transform whatever it is that you need to transform in order to really bring this into a grounded reality, this thing that you've been working on in Aries season. And so in order to do that, Taurus is saying, well, you need to believe in yourself. You need to have that confidence. We need to ground that down. You need to know you can rely on yourself. And that's what that Nine of Pentacles is, knowing that you can always rely on yourself. And so it's a very, very powerful energy that's coming through for the day. And it can, it is actually, if you go with it, it can be uncomfortable, it can be intense. And that's why there's a potential for conflicts, interrelationship conflicts, because it will be triggering people's wounds. And so it depends on how people deal with that. But there's also the lovely opportunity to really transform that and, turn it into something bigger and better for yourself. It is not necessarily, they said turn into isn't the right thing. It's becoming, embracing, because you already have that within you. It's just connecting to that. So it's a lovely deep energy. It is a lovely deep energy, but it is, very the start of a wonderful transformation. And we will see, we've got the beginning, but I'm wondering if the Death card's going to come out in the next couple of days. But we shall see. Sometimes you can feel the presence of cards and they haven't quite come out yet. You can feel this is the start of that energy as well, but it's not on the table yet. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. But that is the energy for today. And I would say it's a great day to just really take some time out for yourself, spend some time alone. It's an expansive energy. Just understand that if something is really bothering you or triggering you, that there is another perspective. There's more information to be gleaned on a kind of deeper level. So be open to that. And that is the energy for the day. So look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you for joining me.